to the vote. Can you remember what the film choices were? We had Looper. Thank God that didn't win. I tell you what, right? It came down to
good
a tiny percentage.
People do like
John,
it.
what was yours? Yours got wiped.
There was Deja Vu.
Deja Vu.
And I'm so surprised at that, though.
I know, I was very surprised at that. Obviously, some people don't know what great films are.
Yeah, we had to choose a time travel film. Mine was... What was it called?
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. The
Edge of
winning
Tomorrow.
one. The one we've all reviewed.
I think you find that Butterfly Effect one.
Butterfly Effect didn't win.
It should have won.
You know what? I started to watch that, Dean, just
And then you fell asleep.
before the thing. The acting's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Ashton Kutcher. How do you say his name?
Ashton Kutcher.
He's not a good actor. He is an awful actor.
That's why I never really went
Yeah.
anywhere. But it's still a good storyline, though. Still quite
I will
good.
watch it.
It's quite
I will
unique.
watch it. So yeah, out of them lot, Edge of Tomorrow won. And initial thoughts, Dean.
Edge of Tomorrow I thought was a fantastic film. I thought it was a brilliant film. I thought the way they handled the time loops, it wasn't overly boring to see the same scenes time and time again, because there was an interesting aspect to each time we did a time loop. So yeah, it was a brilliant film all the way through. Brilliant action.
That's the risk it has, isn't it? It's like with a film that repeats itself. Obviously, he's waking up in the same moment every time. The risk is it gets so repetitive.
It gets repetitive,
Obviously,
yeah.
it's
And some
repetitive
people are
for
put off.
film,
Yeah, some
yeah.
people are put off like that, like when they're watching Groundhog Day, the
Yeah.
same thing going over. I thought it was brilliant. I liked all the links and references to BBC News, because a lot of it takes part in London at the start. I thought that was good.
In
I
London,
enjoyed
love
that.
it as well. Yeah.
BBC News channel popping up. I love that.
It's straight into it, isn't it? There's no messing about. It's straight in. It explains on the news what has happened. All the
Yeah.
aliens have took over the whole of like Europe and that way, and Britain's the kind of last stand.
It is just thrown straight into it. I thought
No
I thought the battlefield scenes felt quite intense, and that's coming from someone that doesn't really watch things based on real life in the battle scenes. But it just seemed quite intense. You had an impression that you're right in the middle of a big war. There were some elements of the sci-fi that seemed even a bit far-fetched for sci-fi.
No what?
Like what caused the time loop in the first place. It was sort of like alien blood, wasn't it? So
Yeah, because it killed
I
an
thought-
alpha, didn't he?
Yeah, and it was the blood that
Um,
because they had control of putting it in a time loop, but I don't know. But it seemed a bit of a strange explanation, but it sort of worked. It's sci-fi, isn't it? They can get away with it whatever they wanted. But overall, brilliant movie. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
Yeah. Okay. I think with it being repeating itself and stuff like, and the pacing and everything, I thought the pacing was perfect. It's just a quick. It doesn't feel like a long film, does it at all?
No.
Like it's just. But again, it's the same director who did American Made. Like the pacing's perfect, and it's so energetic, and you're just glued. Doug Liman is the director, and I'm so excited to see what he does in the future. Like I want to see all of his films. He's so good.
I also like the way it's filmed on the beach. Nitty gritty, it's in there, it's action, camera shaking, but not too extreme.
Not too extreme. Good
It's-
point.
you
Really
know
good
what I mean?
point, that, yeah. It was well shot, definitely, the battle scenes, yeah.
Because you're with him throughout all of it, and when he's initially starting the loop, and you think, oh Jesus Christ, the grind, and then there's bits and you think, oh my God, that was horrible. The ways he dies, the way he comes back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were comical.
You know,
Because you see him look and thinking, oh, he would go again, boom,
Yeah.
straight in the head, wake up, do the whole day. But what I find was quite nice was you had obviously the battle scene on the beach that he tried to overcome that. Then he had like another certain obstacle that he had to overcome that. But each and every time it was repeating, dying, and going through the same.
He was
hell.
learning, he was getting better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he was learning with this woman that he.
And it was cleverly shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't the same moment over again. It was like a little bit of a different moment, so it didn't get repetitive for the viewer.
No, it
anything
didn't.
that was repetitive, they skipped over, didn't they, on the next
Yeah.
loops? They were just showing the important key things that had changed. And he said he had the battle of convincing them that he was actually time looping in the first place.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I liked also, and I didn't notice it the first time I watched. So we follow him, who follows this girl. I forgot her name completely now in the film. But we follow her as well. Now she's this kick-ass person.
Yeah.
So what?
It's Emily
military
Blunt, isn't it?
Yeah. What military background has she got? She's got none.
No, because she's been through it. Yeah, I see what you
So
mean.
you're sort of learning her story. She's not just this kick-out person. She's been through all this before.
Yeah,
And
she's
so-
same scenario, isn't it?
And I like how he's not just Tom Cruise kick-ass. He's not Jack Reacher. He's not Dylan Hunt or whoever he is out with.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It kind of comes with like a superhero for a bit because he knows exactly what's going to happen when, and he's so good. And then you feel the vulnerability of him as soon as he can't,
Yeah.
reboot. You know, as soon as he loses that power, they've done that blood transfusion.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you feel the vulnerability, don't you? Straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
I love that.
It's like when he first goes in, obviously he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He's got the safety on. He's trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to take the safety off. He's got about 10 different languages he's
That adds a
chosen,
lot to the
whatever.
comedy, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
fact that he learns it. And
Literally doesn't have a clue, but like you say, because he goes through it step by step by step by step.
Yeah.
He overcomes obstacles. He learns. Meets that woman, and it goes so forth and so on. But
It's gruesome a little bit as well, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Especially when he shoots that the C4, the mine or whatever it is at the beginning, and he gets it on him, and his face raids away.
Yeah.
I was like, do you know what? I forgot about that bit. And when I
Yeah.
watched it again, I was like, whoa, I feel sick.
Yeah.
Here comes me Parma.
But the CGI effects, I even thought were
excellent. wasn't it?
absolutely dot on.
Yeah.
Absolutely dot on. Because sometimes with CGI, you can go over the top, and you can tell it's CGI, and it's kind of spoils the film, so to speak. But with this, like you say, it was well paced. Everything was dot on. Tom Cruise was just at his best again. I like Tom Cruise.
It didn't have a particularly big budget either, so what they did out of what they had was incredible.
The twist was quite good as well because the aliens were using the time loop to learn tactics and win every
So
war,
they
weren't
were
they?
learning
So they
the
were going
same,
back again.
weren't
If they
they?
lost, they went back again and did it again, back again, did it again. So he sort of like turned that against them, their own. and
Yeah.
that's how he managed to win.
Really
so it was
clever.
good. It was good.
What, sorry.
Go on, sir.
I was going to say, what we don't see and understand is how many times he's done it. Because there's certain points he references.
It's like hundreds, isn't it? Gets to the point where
Especially
he's done
that
it so
scene
much.
where they're both in that barn and he's like about talking about the
Oh,
coffee,
that's brilliant.
and she's like, "How many times have we done this?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "You don't want to know. I can't. We can't.
We don't
win."
see everything, and I like that.
Yeah.
They could have done all sort. They could have got a romantic or like. We
He
just
found
don't
out
see
her name.
everything, do
He
we?
found out a middle
He-
name.
yeah,
and
yeah,
lots
yeah.
of other
Things
bits.
and-
And
Brilliant acting, really
Yeah.
good, strong story, very well edited. At no point did I get bored. I was hooked. Absolutely brilliant film. Loved it.
Yep,
Yeah.
Loved it.
I absolutely agree.
Out of 5, Dean.
I would give it a 5. I think it's a really, really good film. I think the critics said it was really highly rated by the critics as well.
Yeah,
but
it's
they
got good
didn't.
reviews.
Some critics didn't like the ending that we've just been discussing there.
Yeah.
The last bit. Some critics didn't like. the
Yeah,
ending.
it could have been done a bit
7.9.
better.
7.9 on IMDb.
Which
7.9.
could drop it. Which could drop it to a 4 for some people. But I don't know. I think I'll still give it a 5. I thought it was a really good film.
Yeah, I'd go 5 because for what it is, I can't see how they would have made that much better. And the ending's a little bit like, but it's fine because
It doesn't take anything
Really
away
good.
from the film. It doesn't take like the ending. Yeah, it could have been done a bit better. Don't get us wrong, but it does not take any entertainment value away from that film.
I'll give it 5. Definitely.
Bloody hell, he's all generous, aren't you?
It was a
Definitely.
great standalone film. It's just one-off standalone film, isn't it?
I've got it on Blu-ray, and I got it on Blu-ray as soon as I've watched it when it got released. I was like, "This is a film I've got to have," and then as soon as it came on Blu-ray, I got it straight away.
Oh, I'd give it about a 3. I wouldn't. I
3?
wouldn't. No,
Yeah?
I'm only joking. No, 5. It's definitely worth a 5. Absolutely.
One for your collection, then.
Yeah. I mean, from
Oh, aye.
it just like it's not
Next to your golden eye.
Great film.
absolutely 5 all round.
So thank you for choosing it.
yeah. And we'll be back next podcast with the next chosen film, which we're going to discuss.
Yes, we are.
We're going to discuss.
Yes, we are. But
Now we only discussed this bit in the podcast.
There's 2 films.
It's only the review that goes on YouTube, so if you've been watching YouTube, you need to subscribe to our podcast.